Kenneth Winans is the president, founder, and chief investment officer of Winans Investments, a top-ranked capital management and research firm. He was recently chosen as the top global expert in investment management for 2022 by the International Association of Top Professionals, IAOTP. While inclusion with the International Association of Top Professionals, IAOTP, is an honor, choosing the top global expert in investment management comes with great purpose, admiration, and respect. This member inspires others, shows gratitude, brings people together, and helps people feel connected to one another. With his service, he has displayed innovative leadership practices, pushed others towards success, and made sure people's voices leave an impact. Mr. Winans has superior performance in his field. He is passionate about his work and holds high morals and integrity in all he does. IAOTP will honor him for this distinction at their annual awards gala being held at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas this December. Mr. Winans has over 3 decades of professional experience in investment analysis and portfolio management. He is also an award-winning author and an active philanthropist. Mr. Winans has an impressive repertoire of prior roles, including working for E.F. Hutton, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and Merrill Lynch, before founding Winans Investments. Mr. Winans holds a master's in finance from the University of San Francisco, a BA in business economics from the University of San Diego, and is a chartered market technician, CMT. Mr. Winans has pioneered investment research in stock, bonds, commodities, and real estate, and designed creative investment strategies while serving as a portfolio manager, investment analyst, and financial writer. Unique in the money management industry, Mr. Winans has documented track records as a market strategist and a portfolio manager. Winans Investments independently manages $250 million in assets and has received 5-star performance rankings from the global research firm Morningstar in both its equity and fixed income portfolio over 3, 5, and 10 years. As one of today's top investment historians, he is a regular guest on TV and radio shows nationwide and has had much of his investment research published in headline articles by leading websites, magazines, and newspapers. Along with his many responsibilities as president of his company, Mr. Winans also writes a column for Forbes and has authored 4 financial history books. Throughout his illustrious career, Mr. Winans has been recognized worldwide for his accomplishments and has received awards, accolades, and has been featured in many publications. In 2018, Mr. Winans was honored by the Academy of World Records for most awards won in major book competitions for a finance and business author in the English language. Mr. Winans accepted the Man of the Year Award for 2021 at IAOTP's gala at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. For 2020, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame by IAOTP and was featured on the famous Reuters billboard in Times Square, New York City. In addition to his selection as Top Money Manager of the Decade for 2019, Mr. Winans graced the front cover of Tip, Top Industry Professionals magazine, and was invited to be the keynote speaker for IAOTP's Networking Weekend Trip. For 2018, he was named Top Financial Analyst of the Year by IAOTP and Outstanding Professional of the Year with Marquee Who's Who. He is a longtime resident of the San Francisco Bay Area and serves on the board of several nonprofit organizations. Furthermore, Mr. Winans is a space buff. He always had a fascination with the space program, having grown up not far from the Apollo rocket building site and having 2 uncles who worked for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena. Mr. Winans had been collecting space memorabilia since childhood, and for years, his private collection grew to one of the world's largest. Mr. Winans created the nonprofit, the W Foundation, to ensure that his memorabilia and artifacts would be protected and used for educational purposes by loaning pieces of his extensive collection of U.S., Russian, and Chinese space artifacts to museums at no charge for exhibits. From 2011 to 2019, his Space Station Museum in Marin County welcomed more than 197,000 visitors, including 18 astronauts. Looking back, Ken attributes his success to his perseverance, mentors he has had along the way, his love for historical research, and passionate in all his business endeavors. When he's not working, he enjoys traveling, snow skiing, and riding motorcycles. Incidentally, Winans is a direct descendant from one of America's oldest families, and he is active in several heritage organizations. For the future, Mr. Winans has no plans to retire and would like to grow Winans Investments to $2 billion held in 500 client portfolios worldwide. For more information on Mr. Winans, please visit www.winansinvestments.com.